talk some medical coverage this morning. We're joined by Mercy Dr. Barbara Bumberry in studio today. Dr. Bumberry, thanks for being here as always. We're talking about concussions today. For a lot of people, football, sports on their mind this time of year. But for high schoolers, maybe college, season's been over for a while, things they don't necessarily think about. What are some of the most important things to keep in mind when it comes to dealing with a concussion?
Well, a concussion is just due to either a direct or indirect blow to the head, and it causes stress on the brain. So symptoms can be divided up into 4 categories. You've got physical symptoms, headache being the most common one, concentration problems, blurry vision, light, noise sensitivity. You don't have to have loss of consciousness to be diagnosed with a concussion. Then you've got your cognitive symptoms. People are easily distracted. They can't multitask. They have trouble remembering things. The emotional symptoms, irritability, mood swings, anxiety, depression, and then sleep. A lot of these individuals either have trouble, they can't sleep, or all they want to do is sleep. And unfortunately, we don't have any good diagnostic tests like CTs or MRIs that can diagnose a concussion. Right. It's all based on symptoms and the injury that led up to it.
Kind of just doing an external type of a diagnosis there. Can't really get in and look at things that way. And, when you're on the field, or when we see athletes on the field that are injured by these concussions, maybe sometimes you don't even notice these things, and they can be very subtle that way. But once you do have a concussion, it's been confirmed, you've gotten it diagnosed, what do you do then? So
the first thing is, if you suspect a concussion, if you're talking about an athlete, you need to remove them from that game or practice until you can rule it in or out. Once they've been diagnosed with a concussion, they need to rest for 24 to 72 hours. Anything beyond that really hasn't been found to be beneficial. They can take things like Tylenol, aspirin, anti-inflammatories like ibuprofen or naproxen for headaches. And then if they're a student, they may need some accommodations at school, shorter days, lighter workloads, maybe more breaks through the day. If it's a worker, again, they may need some adjustments at work, maybe shorter work days till they recover. Most adults will recover within 2 weeks, and a lot of them within 72 hours. Kids, it takes a little bit longer, about 1 to 3 months to completely recover. And if it's a more severe head injury or a concussion, it'll take even longer.
And quickly here, I know one thing that having had a concussion or two myself, playing sports growing up, sleeping is kind of a challenge because
it can be
told maybe not to fall asleep. What was the rule on how that is? Do you need to be elevated a certain way, or?
Well, they tell, usually they tell folks that have had a concussion to have somebody kind of watch them and check on them every couple hours or so throughout the night. There's something called second impact syndrome that fortunately is rare, but if somebody gets a second concussion while they're still recovering from the first one, usually within 7 to 10 days, what can happen is they'll have loss of consciousness within seconds to minutes, and then they have a catastrophic injury where it can cause swelling of the brain and then herniation and then death. Fortunately, that's rare, but that's why it's so important to make sure somebody's fully recovered before sending them into sports.
Right, and making sure treatment is all there as well. We'll have all these details on our website at ozarksfirst.com. Dr. Barbara Bumberry joining us this morning. Jen, over to you.
Coming up next here on Daybreak, we have one more look at your full forecast. And today, the city of Springfield is partnering with Springfield Public Schools to show appreciation for local crossing guards. We explain the critical role crossing guards play in your child's life. It's 6:42 on your Thursday.